Hello everyone, this is Opal from Vintage Witching, and I just wanted to have a more personalized look inside of this kind of Halloween-y Gothic style junk journal. So I'm going to take the time here today. So you could see all of these wonderful decorations on the side, these ribbons here of all different kinds. This is actually a clip, so you can remove this with this nice sewn ribbon in the center. You can also add other things to it. We have a spiderweb clip here. There's a bit of a spider theme to this Gothic junk journal. Of course, it's ready-made to be used. We always start with a clean entry page, so you can title that as you want. And so let's get a better look inside. Right away we have a pocket here, which has some little fun cutouts to play with and little inspirations to get started. So I always like to add things that you can color. Here's a playing card. This paper is actually from a floral magazine. I really love putting those into the journals. I feel like they give them a lot of life. Some beautiful cardstock here, and a few more pockets as well. Remember that you could always add anything else into these pockets. You know, whether you're buying a smaller travel journal or this is your at-home journal, you can always add, you know, ticket stubs and receipts, maybe if you go out to restaurants or go on little adventures. And who knows what else you'll find that you want to gather and keep in here, photographs, that kind of stuff. I have a full-size vintage ad here from an old magazine. I can't be certain at the moment, but it's probably from the 60s. So that's fun to have in there. These scraps come from the making of the journal so that you can keep that unified look if you want. We have some places to write here. Little inspirations, little ideas you might have, little notes, or just to talk about experiences you've had. Keep them forever. Here's a little sticker and a little bag. Just more places to sneak stuff in. And you know, these books really become treasures for the future, you know? I mean, you could always look back. Sometimes people have these books for one occasion or another. Perhaps you're traveling and you'd like to have a small journal with you as a travel journal. And that way you can, you know, document just that one vacation, and that becomes like a memory for the future. Whereas some of the large ones like this, I feel that people can use as a more unified sort of journal that maybe you're specific about what you want to keep, and it's a long-term journal. And then, you know, you keep them around for years later. You can go inside and explore them and see what you've done in the past and share that with even the younger generations. You know, your kids, you can look through it with your kids and they can learn a lot about you. So it's multifunctional. Here's some little pumpkins. Like I said, it's kind of a Gothic Halloween vibe to this one. Probably one of my favorites at the moment though, and it's still for sale. It's still in the shop if you're interested. So these are sections right here that I always have in my journals where they're full of blank pages. Sometimes they're clean cut pages. These ones are sort of messy tea-dyed pages, which are really fun. I like to have those in the more thick, chunky, sort of sporadic journals. A lot of people ask what junk journals are for, like I was just explaining a little bit, but some people use them also just for therapy, like kind of like adult coloring books. It's fun to decorate the pages. So some people do it exclusively to decorate, whereas others they do use it to keep memories. So it's really up to you what you want to use it for. Here's another vintage magazine cutout, I suppose. I have some little charms here. Little spider. Yeah, so you really use them for what your needs are. So here again, just some fun little areas. I try not to over embellish because of course it's going to become yours, but I do like to give a good base. So some fun little sections here. Places to write important things. I often have a handmade bookmark, so I made this for this particular book. Oh, this is beautiful. These are really special coloring book pages from adult coloring books. So that just adds that dimension as well. Something already ready for you to enjoy. I guess this is here just to kind of show you. This is like a Halloween bag, but again, it gives more place to store things. Maybe someone's lock of hair or who knows what. These are some sort of semi-vintage. I guess they're not too old. Again, they're maybe from the 60s, 70s, 80s. They're music pages. Anything that just gives a journal more life before it gets into your hands, I love to add. You know, music pages, vintage magazine cutouts, garden cutouts. They all give that extra dimension, and they really bring that life to the journal already. It gives it a sort of history and, you know, like a nature sort of vibe. Here's another section. This one has those cleaner pages I was talking about. There's probably about 10 pages here. And if you could see that, this is a howlite charm. A little skull there. Purple to match the theme. Some more spider ribbon here. This is, oh, this is really lovely from a, it's an old garden book. Another vintage detail. And we have some more pages here, almost done. Last little section. With some tea-dyed pages. And that'll be all for this book. And so, no tricks, just treats. This actually comes out. Nice little finale there. And of course, the signature stamp made with love. So I really hope you enjoyed this flip through. I do make custom books, so if ever you're looking for a particular style, just message me. This one, as I mentioned, still is available in the shop, which I will link below. And follow me for more. And if you have any questions, by the way, of course comment them. I'm always eager to find more ways of making content for you and to be able to answer all your questions. So I wish you all a really lovely day. Thank you for joining. Let me know what you think. Bye!